What's going on, everybody? The good news is that AMC stock has the potential to make you more money than any other stock in the stock market at this point in time. And because you're watching this video, there's a very high likelihood that you already have AMC in your portfolio. The bad news is, however, that people still don't understand synthetic shares or naked shorts, and they continue to post this DD about the fact that there are billions, I'm saying, not millions, billions of naked shorts out there, and they're posting the numbers that prove it, right? Well, wrong. So let's talk a little bit about what a synthetic share is and why the DD that is being posted out there is incorrect at this time. There are not 7.2, 4.8 billion shares of AMC stock floating around there. And of course, if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2021 the best year ever. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. All right, first and foremost, I want to say thank you to all of the YouTubers who apparently took a synthetic break, right? A fake break from AMC stock because they are all back at it again on Monday. And I guess that leaves the thousands of us who thought they were shifting their focus from AMC to broader stock market education illiterate. I guess we can't read right or whatever the thing is. Glad to have you back because we absolutely need all of the attention that we can get on AMC. And yes, I mean, it's a good thing that you guys are back. So thank you very much for doing that. But let's talk about this for a second because I see a lot of stuff floating around on Reddit, and I tend to stay away from Reddit, right? Reddit, that's a bad guy. Reddit doesn't like me. I don't like him. So, but what I see is there's statistical proof that we have 7 point whatever billion shares of AMC out there. So let's briefly talk about that because there's a couple things flawed with this theory. One, whoever posts this doesn't understand that synthetic shares don't have voting rights. And two, they also drastically just don't understand the importance of sample sizes, okay? So follow me for a second. If I go to the Olympics and I'm in the men's powerlifting locker room, team room, whatever you call it these days, and I say, well, hey, sir, how much do you deadlift? Well, I can deadlift 1,000 pounds. Okay. Hey, sir, how much do you deadlift? 995 pounds. Well, hey, sir, how much do you deadlift? 1,100 pounds. You see where I'm going here? I'm kind of, okay. I'm bringing in my sample size. My sample size happens to be small, happens to be Olympic powerlifters, but I start to form the opinion that all men can deadlift 1,000 pounds because everybody I sampled deadlifted 1,000 pounds. So I am of the opinion now that everybody, every man on the earth deadlifts 1,000 pounds. Now, I can promise you, I cannot deadlift 1,000 pounds. So you see what I'm saying here? If you use a very small sample size and a very dense sample, all Olympic powerlifters, your results are going to be skewed. So how do we get to the 7.2 billion synthetic shares that are potentially out there that a lot of people are talking about right now? Well, what they did is they went to the website where Adam Aron is taking questions for the upcoming earnings call. There's going to be an earnings call on August 9th, and we will be streaming that. So if you want to hang out and watch us, we will be streaming that. But there's an August 9th earnings call, and he's taking questions from retail investors. Now, what you can do is you can go sign up for that website, ask your question. It can be upvoted, downvoted, whatever, and it shows you how many shares are voting on that question. Now, here's where you can run into problems, guys. 1,000 people with 2.5 million shares can exist, and it's very likely that the people who went to the shareholders meeting were among the first people to go on that website and vote to have their questions heard. And those that potentially flew out to the shareholder meeting have more shares than the guy that's got 3 shares in his portfolio or the girl that's got 5 shares in her portfolio. You understand what I'm saying? The sample size from those very few that were among the first to vote and among the most likely to vote are the ones who have the most invested in AMC. So first and foremost, the sample size is skewed when you start to use numbers like that. Second of all, if you're looking at voting in any way, synthetic, fake, phantom, naked shares do not carry voting rights. There seems to be this misconception that if you own a share, fake or real, you get to vote. And you absolutely do not get to vote if you have a fake share. So I don't know where the original idea or the idea originated that a fake share is a vote and you're going to see trillions of votes come in for AMC stock on any matter, whether it's during a shareholder meeting, whether it's on this upcoming earnings call vote for questions or whatever the case may be. These two things are fundamentally wrong when these people are posting their due diligence and diving into these things and trying to expose something. So please understand those two core fundamentals about synthetic shares. And if you really want to talk about synthetic shares, briefly discussing it, you can have a legitimate synthetic share based in options, okay, that tracks the underlying performance of a position. You don't have to go out and buy a stock, buy a share of AMC to track the performance of a share of AMC. That's a synthetic share. You guys don't really care too much about that. It's more naked shares and naked shorts that we care about. Those are created in one way, failed to delivers, right? Those aren't created in dark pools and then are just circling the earth and orbiting the earth in some unknown realm that people can't see or hear or touch. They're created from failed to delivers. And if you are willing to say that there are billions of synthetics out there, you also have to be willing to say that your broker, no matter what broker you use, Fidelity, Webull, Robinhood, TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, it doesn't matter. You have to be willing to say that your broker is an absolute fraud because every broker knows whether or not the shares were delivered to your account when you buy them. If they lie, if they're out there saying that you have shares that you don't have, they're not doing their fundamental job as a broker. I mean, I don't know if you guys realize this. The broker's job is to facilitate the transaction. I want to buy AMC. Somebody wants to sell AMC. I don't meet up with the guy that wants to sell AMC. I go to the broker, right? Boom, I'm talking to the broker. I say I want to buy AMC. Boom, this guy's talking to the broker. He says he wants to sell AMC. And then the broker facilitates the transaction. The broker says, okay, we're going to deliver you those shares and we're going to deliver this guy your money. And when they do that, the transaction takes place. They have T+2 days to make sure that that transaction takes place. And if it doesn't, if something happens, if I don't deliver the money, if that guy doesn't deliver the shares, it gets hit with a fail to deliver. Now, those fail to delivers are rectified, absolutely, but all failed to delivers are reported to the SEC. Currently, the most recent number out there for failed to delivers is for the first half of July. All right, and I'm looking at it here on July 14th, the amount of failed to delivers, the aggregate amount of failed to delivers, not the amount of failed to delivers that occurred on July 14th, but the aggregate, all of the failed to delivers that were outstanding at that time was 63,943. All right, so what does that tell you? That tells you at that time, unless your broker is not doing their job, unless all of the brokers aren't doing their job, unless somebody has created a new way to create a synthetic share and sell it to the retail investor through some unknown channel, that there were potentially 63.943 thousand naked shorts out there. It's, guys, I mean, I'm sorry to burst the bubble on the fact that billions of synthetic shares don't exist, but they don't need to exist in order to squeeze the stock. They don't need to exist in order for AMC to shoot up to these prices that they want to go to. You know what needs to happen? Everybody that owns the stock, institutional investors, retail investors, apes, I don't care who owns it, they have to hold it. They have to restrict the supply. The squeeze isn't something that is guaranteed, okay? The squeeze isn't something that is like magic sauce. Okay, the squeeze happens when nobody gives up those shares. You understand? Like, go back and watch some of the original videos from January, from February. You understand that if people are willing to sell, here's the concept of a short squeeze. Hedge funds are guaranteed to buy it back. I'm not willing to sell it. They offer me a higher price. I'm still not willing to sell it. They offer me a higher price. I'm not willing to sell it. They offer me a higher price. That's how the price squeezes higher. Now, if they offer me a price and all right, you can have it. You can have my share. You see where it doesn't squeeze higher? You see where the price doesn't go any higher? If they offer everybody a price and okay, just take my shares, man. Take my shares. Then the price doesn't go higher. So the only thing that we need to be concerned about is not giving these stocks back to the hedge funds that are obligated to buy the stock back. And I understand that can get repetitive. I understand it can get boring. I understand it's simple, but that's the game. The game is simple. We win the game if we do not sell it back to the hedge funds. So, keep your focus. Make sure that if somebody is telling you something that sounds too good to be true, or if somebody's telling you something that sounds just absolutely crazy, just do the math and check them on it. I mean, a quick Google search, you're going to be able to see that doesn't make sense. And I know you guys are all smart, man. I see it. I see it in the comments. I see it in the live streams. You guys are all incredibly intelligent. So please, just question everything. If I say something that doesn't make sense to you, question it. Whether you question me in a live stream, whether you question me in my comments, just question it, right? Go out and check it for yourself. But guys, this button right here, if it's still red, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join us, become a bro. We're here every single day, and we're growing our portfolios together. Webull, make sure, guys, payment for order flow, whatever, it's not as bad as a lot of people think. So, no, not $5 anymore. You've missed that one in July. But $100, deposit that on Webull. You're going to get a couple free stocks just for doing so. Sell them and buy AMC if you want. And there's plenty of links down in the description below. Make sure to check each and every one of those out. ClayBro883 on Twitter if you want to follow me there. And I'm pretty sure that sums it up, guys. Until the next time, I hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.